Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maggie, and welcome to the most boring background in the entire world. Today we're going to be doing products I regret buying. Now, just a disclaimer, just really quickly, these aren't bad products per se. These are just products that didn't fit me and don't meet the uses that I need them for. And I just kind of got caught up in the hype of them without thinking about like, oh, is this actually going to be practical for me? So these are not bad products, just products I regret buying. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number one is a foundation from Milk Makeup. It is the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint. And I've heard lots of really good things about this, but I bought it and I'm always the palest shade for obvious reasons. And so I got this and I got the palest shade even though it says cool toned. I'm not cool toned. I'm warm toned. I bought it online and I expected it to meet my shade. I'm just gonna show you guys. It's not pale enough for me. All right, I'm not sure if the camera is picking this up, but this oxidizes. So it's getting darker and darker and darker. And it is cool toned, which I am not. And it is too dark for my skin. So all in all, not great, not great. Not a smart purchase. Again, in the foundation kind of realm is the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. And at first I was so excited. So turns out this thing only lasts about 3 hours on the skin before it starts separating. And I don't have oily skin, I have quite dry skin, but it lasts maybe 3 hours. And it's not its fault. It doesn't say long wearing or anything. I would put it on at the beginning of school day, come home, and it would be blotchy all over my skin. And I don't know if I got a bad batch or not, but I've shaken this up obviously quite a bit as I've been talking, but this thing separates when I put it down. Like when I just set it down, within a week it'll be separated. So I don't know, maybe it's a bad batch or something. If anyone has a positive experience with this, let me know, because it cost me so much freaking money and it only lasts 3 hours. Number 3 is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. Now, this isn't a bad palette, it's a good palette, but it's just really boring for me personally, and I'm not inspired, and I never reach for this because usually I like to go into one palette and I never think to go into this one. I thought maybe it would be good for like traveling and stuff, but I always just bring a better palette, something with more shimmer, something that I can get, you know, more use out of. So I just like, it's a decent palette, but like there's better ones out there. Okay, the next product is going to shock some people. Well, no, it's not. And this is just because I got caught up in the VIB sale. It was because I was going on vacation and I was like, yeah, I want to sparkle in the sunlight. And so I got this. And it's awesome and it does what it's supposed to do. And it smells so good, you guys. So good. But I spent, I can't remember, like $65 on this, something like that. And I gotta use it once, and that's probably the only time I will ever use this. Was it worth $65? No, and that's the problem. If only I didn't live in the Canadian prairies. That's all I can say about that. My next and probably most expensive beauty regret is all of the Kylie Cosmetic liquid lips I got. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually think they're decent products, to be honest. Like, they're not bad. They're good. They're fine. Whatever issues people have with them, like, I think they're actually a decent formula, and if I actually wore lipstick more than once a month, maybe I wouldn't regret this purchase. The problem is I've spent probably $300 to $400 on Kylie lip stuff, and I don't wear any of it ever. Like, ever. While it did introduce me to the makeup scene and while it did get me excited about makeup, which I'm thankful for, it also cost me so much money, and I was a student and I just couldn't justify, I can't justify it anymore. Like, my biggest beauty regret, I would say, is just spending so much money on a product that I don't use often enough. All right, my next big thing that I regret, and it's tough for me to say I regret this because I was lusting after these for so long. I was like justifying it to everybody. They're like, spend that money, Margaret, you don't have that money. It is these marble brushes from Sephora, and the only reason I got them was because they're pretty, and it turns out that's all they're good for. So these are some of the stiffest, hard to use brushes I've gotten a long time, well, ever, really. I don't buy a lot of brushes, so this was gonna be like a big, like, you know, rounding out my collection, and I can't use any of them, especially the eyeshadow brushes. This thing is so stiff and uncomfortable to use. It's useless, basically. And while I have like in a cinch to use them to apply makeup, I would not recommend it. I would not buy these if I were you. This is the only product out of all of these that I can honestly say I don't think anyone will like. Sorry, Sephora. They're really pretty though. They look really good sitting on my dresser. So one more thing that I regret buying is the RMS Beauty Living Luminizer. Yeah, this was a cult. Like, everybody wanted it. It was always sold out. I was like desperate to have it. I was always like, and that's how they get you. That's how they get you. Why I bought all the Kylie cosmetics as well. Anyway, it is a really great dewy natural like highlight. The problem is when I'm wearing highlight, will almost always be wearing a full face of makeup, and it does not go well over foundation. Not well at all. I mean, I could not figure out how to apply it where it wouldn't look and mix and get murky. This is really a no makeup look thing, and if you've got like acne or scarring and you are mostly wearing foundation, it's just not gonna work for you. And I knew that buying it. Like, I was like, I don't know. Like, then Kelsey Simone did the video with it and it looks so good on her, and I was like, maybe. And then I was like, no. And I'm so mad because I spent $50 on this. $50 for this tiny little, like, look how small this is, bit of product. It's like half lid too. I definitely regret buying this. Again, just wasn't thinking about practically, will I be able to use this? And so $50 down the drain. Can't get rid of it either, like, because then it's really literally $50 down the drain. I'm going to talk about some skincare now, just because I have spent so much money trying to fix my skin. I have had a few blunders, a few hiccups with the skincare, skincare in general. The biggest problem comes from people not understanding my skin and me trusting them more than my own intuition, because no one knows your skin better than you. And unless you're consulting like a dermatologist or something, you should really, really trust your own opinion. If something's like, I don't think that'll work for me, probably won't work for you. All right, so the first one is actually this Kiehl's Calendula Deep Cleansing Foaming Face Wash with the matching toner, with the Blue Herbal Moisturizer, and then I think I have like a hydro gel cream. And so you can imagine how expensive all of this was, and I just freaking like sizes too. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I go in and I tell the lady, I'm like, obviously I have acne, right? And I'm not wearing makeup because I actually I'm really good about not always feeling like I have to wear makeup in public spaces. So I'm not wearing makeup, and she can see that I've got a lot of like skin issues. This was at a bad time for my skin. And she's like, oh, like right away, like targets me, like, yeah, I can help you, like blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, like that's great, because I was looking for new products. And I told her, I was like, the problem is, everyone sees acne and they assume you have oily skin. That's the first thing they go to. I tell a lady I don't have oily skin. Like, oily skin products do not work for me. They make my problem worse. Like, trust me on this. And she's like, yeah, like whatever. Goes on about this stuff. And what is it for? Normal to oily skin. What's this one good for? Normal to oily skin. What's this one for? Cleanse skin thoroughly before applying. Use 1 to 3 times daily. Because excessive dryness of the skin may occur, start with 1 application daily. My skin's already dry, and she's giving me products that are going to dry out my skin more. This just made my problem so much worse. My skin literally was never worse than when I was using these products, and it's a big beauty regret of mine because I didn't listen to myself. I listened to the lady, and like, she was just trying to do her job. She's just trying to help me. She's like, yeah, like, I know how to help you. I know how to solve your acne problems. No, you don't. And then my second skincare regret is actually the Tata Harper Regenerating Daily Exfoliating and Clarifying Treatment Cleanser. Physical exfoliators only make your skin produce more oil, and not in a good way. And I knew this heading in, and these are good natural products, and for some people they're gonna work, but not for me. And then I got the full size, and you can imagine how much money I spent on this, plus other stuff. I can't find it anymore. But obviously they're still full, or mostly full, and it's because my skin just went downhill really, really quickly. Anyway, I think that's it for products I regret buying. Let me know any of your biggest beauty regrets down in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. Let me know if you love some of the products that I regret buying. Yeah, be sure to like and subscribe and all that jazz, unless you don't want to, in which case, I mean, fine, be that way. That's it, friends. Peace out. Another one. There's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Oh wait, this is the one I use. It is so cute. I don't regret this one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Oh, here's a mini. Here's another mini. Here's another one.